coming at you from beautiful sunny South Florida. Hope you're having a great day. So, today we're going to be talking about failing to plan is planning to fail. And I have a funny story about me doing just that. My last venture that I tried, body wraps. And I was like gung ho about it. Like I was on fire for this product. I was like super excited about it. I hit the ground running. Initially, when I got into it, I was not interested. I'm like, I'm just going over here to support my friend. I had no idea that I was even going to like a sales pitch. But as I saw the results of the ladies that were there with me, I was like, wait, this thing really does work. And then, so I tried it on myself and I saw the difference. And I didn't jump on it that night, but a couple of days later, my husband was like, babe, like, I still see the difference. And so I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to do it. So once I got involved with it, I went ahead and signed up. And I literally hit the ground running. Like, I ordered cards, I was doing parties. I just was running, doing everything. Next thing you know, it took off fast and it petered out fast because I did not make a plan. As I've gotten older and looking back over all of the different ventures that I ran into, get my entrepreneurial thing going, I've always failed at every one of them because I never made a plan. I just jumped in, both feet, excited, and just ran. I never sat down and wrote it down what I wanted the business to look like, who was my target audience, what I wanted to get out of it. Anything. I didn't plan anything. I done built websites from scratch, and that was one of my biggest fails because I'm one of those kind of people. I get an idea and I just run and I don't think about it. I don't think about nothing. I just jump on board and I just go. I would say no less than 5 business ventures that I failed at. Each and every one of them, like literally like bombed and failed. You hear entrepreneurs say, I haven't failed. I've just learned how not to do it the next time the wrong way, right? It's a double-edged sword because, yeah, I did learn a tremendous amount from all of the failures. I learned something like, oh, wow, I should not have. And going forward, the next time I implemented that, but I still didn't plan. So that's the good in it, that you do learn from your failures so much. But the bad is, you waste so much time, energy, money, resources. That's so avoidable. If we just step back, take this step. It takes a lot. Yes, it does. It's very time consuming. It's very boring to sit down and plan things out. But the time and money that you're going to save in the long run and your actual success or failure hinges on you taking this step of planning it out. You don't have to be neurotic about it. Like, you don't have to plan it down to the second that, at 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to put a blog post on, don't be crazy. But just get a basic outline of your plan in place. And I have 5 different areas that I think is critical for you to plan out in advance of starting your business. Or if you've already started making steps towards your business, take a pause. I'm not saying stop altogether. If you're getting, you're doing clients and things of that nature, continue with them. But when you can, fit in some time to take a pause, reassess, reevaluate where you are with the business and what things that you really could step back and plan out for the future. And I will just do, like I said, a brief overview of these 5 areas that you should plan. So if you take nothing else from me, at least grasp that. I wish somebody would have told me 10 years ago, oh my God, I can just imagine how much further I would be in my life and career at this point in time had I thought of that basic thing to just stop and plan it out. If you have a goal and you haven't planned it out, you're dreaming. And whether you wake up today or 10 years from now and realize, wow, I really royally messed this up, I could have avoided a lot of heartache had I planned better. So, I know this part is tedious and super boring, like I said, but if we do this part the right way, it's going to make all the difference in the success and failure and or failure. Once all this is set up and flowing right, you can systemize a lot of this stuff and it'll make your life so much more calm and productive. You won't be running around trying to, do everything at the last minute because, you didn't plan for it. So the first one is your content strategy. That includes your website and your social media strategy. Those two are monsters in and of themselves. So each one of those I'll break out at a later date separately. But your content strategy, what you want your website to look like, how many pages are you planning for your website beyond just the basic mandatory 3, which is a contact page, an about me page, and a home page, right? Your social media strategy, what platforms do you plan on being on? Where your people are, we've discussed that. So where your people are is where you need to be. They're not going to find you if you're on Google Plus and your people are on Twitter and Facebook. The second key area that you need to plan out is your branding strategy. What your brand stands for. I mean, who you are as a brand, what your brand stands for. Not just, what colors, what do I want my logo to look like? No, the look and feel of your brand, how you want people to talk about you in social media. What verbiage are you looking for? How are you in the hearts and minds of people? Of course, you can't control everything when it comes to brand, but of course, the fun part is what my colors are going to be, what my logo's going to look like, that sort of thing. The fun part of branding, but also think about the deep things of branding, your mission statements and behind who you are as a brand or who your business is as a brand. The third thing, planning strategy session, is your marketing strategy. What type of marketing are you going to do? A lot of social media marketing. Are you going to get into mobile marketing? Defining your marketing plan on the types of marketing that you plan to do, the costs associated with that marketing. What do you anticipate spending, annually on marketing? Like I said, I'll go into a lot more detail down the road, but this is just a brief overview on setting your plan and your goals for your business. The fourth is your financial plan. You're in a business, so you're in a business to make money, I hope. Like we said, if you're not, you're a nonprofit, and even then, you need to make money. Financials, how you intend to make money, and once you get that money, how you allocate it, how you spend it, how you pay your taxes. How are you going to set up your corporation? Are you going to be a LLC? Are you going to be, a S corp? All of those things, like, you have to decide early on how you want to handle your financials going forward. How are you going to take payments? Are you going to take credit cards? Is it going to be a cash only business? Are you, what is going to be the platform that you use? And there's lots of tools out there that you can really get into the credit card game really almost free. Because like Square, you could get a Square for $5, and I believe they're still giving you $5 credit on the Square. So you basically got it for free. And it's really minimum cost for taking credit card payments. And I just saw on Facebook the other day a new app that you can take payments with. The app, you don't even have to swipe anything. I haven't really looked into it yet, but I'll make sure to go back and find that, and I'll link that up in the show notes page, because I saved it so that I could go back and look at it because I thought it was really cool. But I just didn't have a chance to really look at it that day. So finally, my last area that should make a plan for is your launch. Your launch date, the date that you're actually going to push your baby out to the world. That sounds so nasty. I'm sorry. Literally, this is your baby. This is what you've been doing all this background work, this leg work, but you need to have a plan for your launch. I know it's not sexy, but the plan could be sexy if you do it right. So, planning it out. Are you going to launch, your business with a bang? Are you going to come out quiet and just creep up on people? How are you going to launch it? Is it going to be an event? Is it going to be something that you do online? Is it just going to be friends and family? When are you going to launch? That's the most important thing. When are you going to launch? And we've covered that, so you should already have that date in mind of when you're going to launch, because ain't nobody got time to be fooling around with y'all. Got to get out there and make this thing happen, right? The launch plan, like I said, I'm going to cover this. I'm not going to beat it over the head. I'm going to cover each and every one of these in detail in the next coming weeks. So look out for those. Now, I'm going to say this. Keep this thing simple. Keep it simple, people. This does not have to be super, super intricate. You can get a regular old day planner and start mapping this stuff out. Even a notebook. If I like notes, I like the notepad with Microsoft. It's really cool because I can sync it with my iPhone. But me personally, I'm a pen and paper girl. I just am. A pen to paper. It just seems to do it for me. It seems like when I put it in the computer or on the iPhone or anything like that, I'm not as, I want to say accountable to getting it done. But when I write it down on a sheet of paper in ink, I feel like it's permanent. Like I need to make sure that I get that done because now there's a written record of it. I don't know what that's about, but one of my little quirks. But it works for me. So whatever you use to keep you on task, use what works for you. I like pen and paper, but hey, it's a digital world and you guys might be digital girls. I know I'm a tech geek. I hope you girls are having an awesome, awesome day. Know that you are loved and be blessed. All right, holla at your girl, JanaeNicole.com, or you can hit me on Facebook at the Job Optional Podcast page and also on Twitter at JobOpt, JOBOPT. Holla!